Hello and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek, keeping you in the fast track with daily EV and green energy news. I'm Mikey G, and it's Tuesday, February 9th. Tesla is on track this year to complete its new research and development center in Shanghai that will engineer and design the new $25,000 electric car. Just over a year ago, Tesla announced plans to establish a new research and development and design center in China to build a Chinese-style car. And now, Tom Zhu, the head of Tesla in China, gave an update on the automaker's progress on the new center during an interview with China's national media, Xinhua Net. Translated from Chinese, he said, quote, "The Research and Development Center has all necessary disciplines covering vehicle design, vehicle engineering, vehicle development, vehicle testing, etc. We now expect it to be up and running in the middle of this year." Now, he didn't give a clear timeline, but he also said that the new facility will be used to deliver Tesla's next electric vehicle. Tesla is getting more scrutiny from regulators in China, where some have concerns over battery fires, unexpected acceleration, and more. Last year, Tesla butted heads with regulators in China over the Model S and X recall. The automaker had to recall almost all of them sent over to China due to a suspension issue that it argued wasn't necessary. Now, Chinese regulators say that they have recently met with Tesla to discuss concerns over the battery fires, acceleration, and failures in over-the-air software updates. The comment prompted Tesla to issue a response saying, quote, "We will strictly abide by Chinese laws and regulations and always respect consumer rights." Audi has unveiled today the 2022 e-tron GT and RS e-tron GT, a performance electric sedan powered by the same platform as the Porsche Taycan. Audi has done some of its own development in the tuning of the vehicle to deliver a different feel and performance, but the two electric sedans are similar spec-wise. It is equipped with a 93.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack and a 800-volt system capable of charging at 270 kilowatts. One of the information pieces is missing, which is the EPA range. It will be released closer to launch, but Audi believes it's going to achieve 238 miles for the e-tron GT and 232 for the RS e-tron GT. You can see a full gallery of pictures of the new car on our site, but here's a little bit of PR to get you excited. Quote, "Aesthetics arise from efficiency. An inverted single-frame grille reinterprets honeycomb design elements, distinctive quattro blisters above each wheel, and a flat greenhouse with sloping roofline define the e-tron GT design." In a reply to a follower's question on Twitter, Lucid Motors just revealed that it plans to begin deliveries of its first vehicles to Europe at the end of this year. The Lucid Air sedan has commenced production at its facility of the luxury trim, which is the Air Dream Edition. It's scheduled to deliver stateside this spring. There is an emphasis on the luxury in regards to this EV, as it has a starting price of $161,500. The least expensive Air Pure starts at $69,900. However, we're not going to see that until 2022. But now, in a recent reply from its verified account directly to a Norwegian fan's tweet, Lucid Motors gave late 2021 as a timeline for European deliveries. Last January, Lucid's website began taking reservations from European countries for the Air sedan. It appears to have all intents to make good on its promise to expand to the global market, even if the timeline is a little vague for now. Korean automaker Kia announced an acceleration of its electric transition plan with 7 dedicated EVs by the year 2026. At its Investor Day, Kia announced an update of its Plan S, which consists of a transition of the automaker into a mobility brand. Ho Sung-song, president and CEO of Kia Corporation, commented saying, quote, "Kia is being reborn in 2021 with a new logo, new design, and new corporate name. Kia will transform into a brand that excites and inspires customers with innovation, mobility, experiences." In the plan, Kia aims for what they call eco-friendly vehicles, meaning hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and battery cars, to be 40% of all sales for 1.6 million units. These EV sales will be coming from 11 new models arriving over the next 5 years. The first new vehicle is going to be built on the eGMP platform, and it's codenamed CV. Kia will be releasing more details about the electric vehicle, which will be equipped with some autonomous features, they say, and the more details will come next month. Jeep has been teasing an upcoming unveiling of the new Wrangler all-electric battery electric vehicle concept, which would soon lead to a production version. Jeep's parent company has focused their electric efforts on compliance cars mostly, but now they're teasing an upcoming all-electric Wrangler concept. The company announced, quote, We plan to reveal a 100% battery-powered Wrangler BEV concept vehicle as part of the Jeep brand concept vehicles at the Utah. They're actually referring to an event called the Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, Utah, which is scheduled for the last week of March, and this means that an unveiling could be just weeks away. We're apparently not only talking about a concept vehicle, but Jeep does have some indications that it actually plans to bring it to production. On the same webpage, the automaker also teases the fact that they will install solar-powered charging stations at famous off-roading trails in the U.S. And in Electrek's Green Energy Brief, according to new research from Harvard University and collaborators, more than 8 million people died in 2018 from fossil fuel pollution, significantly higher than previous research had suggested. This is double the most recent estimate from the most recent Global Burden of Disease study, the largest and most comprehensive study on the cause of global mortality, which puts the number at 4.2 million. KNTV in Las Vegas reported that Nevada legislators acknowledge that the state's economy is too reliant on tourism and gaming. In my personal opinion, I'm surprised it took them this long to come to that conclusion. But back to the news. The report goes on to say that the legislators are considering more ways in which they can transition to green energy to diversify the economy, create clean energy jobs, and fight climate change. Assembly Minority Leader Robin Titus, a Republican, was optimistic about the wind and solar energy jobs and also cited geothermal as having potential. Quote, "We have another great source, geothermal. That hasn't been mentioned much, but we have a tremendous geothermal access here, and absolutely all of that put together is a good option for Nevada." And finally, in Electrek's personal mobility coverage, federal legislation was introduced today to create a federal tax incentive for the purchase of electric bicycles in the U.S. That's thanks to the Electric Bicycle Incentive Kickstart for the Environment Act, also called the E-Bike Act. The act has been spearheaded by Representatives Earl Blumenauer of Oregon and Jimmy Pineda of California. If the E-Bike Act is eventually signed into law, it would offer a 30% tax credit of up to $1,500 for buying an electric bicycle. To qualify, the bicycle will have to be priced below $8,000. The vast majority of electric bicycles sold in the U.S. are priced well below that level, and thus would qualify for the $1,500 tax credit. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. We also have an audio version on your favorite podcast player. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.